Hi everyone, today I'm going to give you some tips to help you pick the winning unit in Voting Gauntlet mode in Fire Emblem Heroes. For anyone unaware, Voting Gauntlet mode is a mode that has nothing to do with voting, at least not anymore. Once upon a time it did, but it's been changed through the addition of multipliers and other minor changes to the mode. But the way the mode works is simple. You choose the character you want to fight for, you battle other players for points, and at the end of the round whatever character has the most points wins. Unfortunately, not everyone's points are considered equal though. In the vast majority of the time, the character that has fewer votes and less score is just given an enormous multiplier so that they end up winning. In a lot of ways, this has simply flipped it over from being a popularity contest decided by votes, which, by the way, is the definition of a voting gauntlet, into just the reverse of that. Now, to help you pick the winner of the gauntlet, you need to find 3 major players. I'm going to list them for you from strongest voting power to weakest. The 3 major players are the troll choice, the meme choice, and the simp choice. Now, as far as voting power goes, the troll and meme choice are more or less equal, while they're both stronger than the simp choice. You need to think of it like a Pokemon battle. Troll and meme are both super effective against the simp choice and beat it every time, while the simp choice is effective against everything except for those 2. I'll go into more detail on each of these types right now, starting in reverse order for some reason. First, the simp choice. This is quite simply the most attractive character in the gauntlet. Most of the time this is a female character, but there are exceptions. After all, everybody's into something different, and what's attractive to one person might not be attractive to the next. That being said, the safest bet for this choice, whether you like it or not, is just going to be the female character with the biggest weapons. Next is the meme choice. This one should be straightforward. You know those polls online where somebody asks the internet to name something and you end up with Bodie McBoatface? That's a good example of a meme choice. Gatekeeper as a Choose Your Legends winner, that's a meme choice. A character like Oliver, who's not really a likable guy and doesn't have a lot of redeeming qualities, well, memes have made him into this magnificent bastion of glory, and you cannot deny how amazing that attack animation is. Finally, we come to the troll choice. Sometimes this one is obvious, and sometimes it's not. It can change round to round depending on who's fighting who, and sometimes the meme or simp choice can even temporarily become the troll choice. The simplest way to look at it is the troll choice is the choice that's going to result in the most salt. The highest amount of angry, pissed off fans. Like, I don't know, somebody like Shinon winning a voting gauntlet. A character with no redeeming qualities in any way who gets propelled to the top simply because his victory over another character will piss people off. I put this one as the highest voting power because one thing I've noticed after being on the internet for a while is there's nothing people on the internet love more than pissing other people off. Finally, how do you use this information to help pick a winner? The first thing you need to do is find the 3 major players. I'll use the last voting gauntlet as an example because it was nearly perfect in how it played out. The simp choice right away is Igreen. There's a few female characters here, but she just has the right build to take her to the top. As I said before, it's almost always going to be the female character here, even if Claude could get it simply because more of the audience leans that way. Second is the meme choice. This one's going to Virion. The character is almost comic relief within his own game, not to mention how he's treated in FEH and on the internet, so this one easily goes to him. Technically he is here as a mirage through another character, but if the real version is there, you gotta go with him. Lastly, you have the troll choice. This one was given to us on a silver platter, because Shinon is quite literally one of the least likable, most scumbag characters in all of Fire Emblem. He takes the cake over a lot of villains, and even including characters that aren't in FEH yet, he would almost always be the choice. Now, since there are 3 major players, one of the first things to do when you're deciding how to pick is look at where they're positioned. I'll get Shinon out of the way here, but as you can see, he's alone on the left where the other 2 are on the right. So they will have to face each other at one point, whereas he's guaranteed to at least get to the final round. So he's a very safe pick. If Igreen and Shinon were swapped, for example, then Shinon and Virion would be fighting each other, and you don't know where the loser of that is going to go. Those players might jump over to Igreen just to take down the one who beat them, and then she's got the advantage. So being alone on a side is a huge, huge boon here. Just to give you another example of how this could work. Let's pretend that Shinon was not here at all. I'll take away these circles. And just imagine any other bow character there. It doesn't matter who, maybe Norn. Now, the first thing you want to do is find your 3 major players again. Obviously, the simp choice and meme choice are unchanged, so you need to find the new troll choice. Well, as I mentioned before, the troll choice is decided by what will piss the most people off. And if you look at the bottom left, you've got Claude there. Now, if you don't know who Claude is for some reason, he's one of the lords from Fire Emblem Three Houses. This is a very popular Fire Emblem game. It's the newest game, and it is in fact the best-selling Fire Emblem game of all time. So obviously Claude is a very popular character. And you know what that means. Knocking him out will piss off all of his fans. He's probably the character that would take this if this was a traditional voting setting, so knocking him out right away is the thing to do if you want to troll people. This makes his opponent the troll choice. That's Leaf up there. So if Shinon wasn't here, Leaf becomes the troll choice. And now since he's also alone on his side, he probably wins this entire gauntlet. Now, I could talk a lot more about the topic, but the video has already gone longer than I planned, but I think you have a general idea of what to do. Find your 3 major players. If any of them are alone on a side, that's your pick. Otherwise, go by voting power based on who the characters are, who they're fighting, and so on. It's not always easy to decide because it depends on who the individual characters are, but this should at least help you narrow down your choice. Now, thank you for watching. If you want to see more fun Fire Emblem content, go ahead and hit subscribe on a channel that's not mine who actually makes a lot more Fire Emblem content. Maybe Bismix, that guy's funny.